Roll the throttle, and you can hear it before you see it. A deep, even bark cutting through the trees as a glacier-white 1969 Chevelle Malibu carves the next bend. This is LVELUP. Owner Nathan De Vries dragged it home in early 2020 as a tired American import. And from day one, the plan was ruthless. Build a Chevelle that drives like a modern sports car, but still wears the Sunday cruise silhouette.
Up front, the original quad headlights have been recessed and tinted into a single dark mask with the chrome surround swapped for a flat black bezel. The grille opens into a hand-fabricated splitter that doubles as the front plate plinth. Out back, the taillights are factory shape but freshly bezeled in gloss black against the dark valance. The wheels pull the whole stance together. Koya Racing forged 5-spokes, 20x9 front, 22x12 rear.
Pop the bonnet and you understand why the bodywork had to be this serious. Sitting between the towers is a 440 cubic inch Dart LS bottom end built by Warspeed Industries. With Callies forged crank and rods, 12.5 to 1 CP pistons, and Higgins-ported 6-bolt heads breathing through a Kelford WASP camshaft. Fuel and spark are managed by a Holley Terminator X.
Climb inside, and the cabin is where the build really shows its discipline. Stitched-up custom trim handled every panel, wrapping doors, kick panels, and roof in black Napa leather and Alcantara, with French stitching tying every seam together. The original bench is gone, replaced by a pair of late-model Commodore SS Ute buckets, re-trimmed to match and dropped onto custom mounts that put your hips lower than the door rail. The dash keeps its '69 character, but every gauge has been reskinned, and a discrete digital screen sits center stack for boost, oil, fuel, and a reverse camera. The shifter sits exactly where it should, slightly canted toward the driver, with a billet knob and a leather boot. The console itself was 3D printed in-house.
Roll it onto a hoist, and the underside is genuinely the cleanest panel on the car. Tube control arms, smooth crossmember, and a triangulated 4-link rear, all in matching satin black. Back to the engine bay, because there is more story to tell here. Behind the LS sits a built TH400 automatic with an SDE 3500 stall converter, sending torque rearward through a Pro 9 9-inch housing fitted with a TrueTrack limited slip and 3.7 gears on 35 spline axles. Wilwood 6-piston calipers clamp the front rotors and 4 pistons handle the back. On the dyno, this combination is good for 640 horsepower at the hubs. Step back to the bodywork and the discipline carries through every panel. The boot lid was reskinned to delete the original key barrel and badge holes, and the rear quarters have been mini-tubbed to swallow that 12-inch wide rear wheel. The headlight buckets were reformed in steel to keep the panel weight feeling correct. Look at the shut line above the grille, and the bonnet skin has been Frenched folded into the cowl. From the front quarter, the Chevelle still looks like a Chevelle, which is exactly the point. Nathan was clear with Tuggerah Tickle from day one. No shaved door handles, no cut roof, just a sharper, lower, better resolved version of the original. The rear quarters were stretched by about 10 millimeters to cover the new track width, but you would never pick it. Inside, every touch point reinforces the brief. The shifter falls naturally to your right hand, and it is a real ratchet shifter, not a cosmetic stick. The console hides switches for the fuel pumps, the line lock, and the launch control behind a flush touch panel. The Commodore SS buckets were chosen because they sit lower than any aftermarket recliner Nathan tried, and because their side bolsters actually hold you in place when the car gets sideways. Every gauge face has been redrawn, and the center cluster boots up with a custom LVELUP splash screen on key-on. One last walk around the car. The cabin is finished, the hardware is finished, and underneath the floor, the 4-link cradle is just as detailed as the bay above it. Brake lines run inside the chassis rails, the fuel cell mounts are CNC cut and powder-coated, and the diff itself wears a small LVELUP plaque on the inspection cover. Then he drove it. That is the whole point of a Pro Tourer build, and LVELUP nailed it.